Now we are going to understand the campaign section. Okay.
Okay.
Now, when we click campaigns, we are taken to this particular section where we see all the campaigns that we've created. Okay.
Right.
Again, one important note, Rahul. This is really, really important. Okay. When you create campaigns, so make sure you're always giving it a username so that even after you create 100 campaigns, and when you come back to your dashboard, you are pretty much able to make out, I created this campaign for this particular objective on this particular day, date, whatever, right? So your name should be super, super friendly so that you can remember. Now, what happens with my students is they create multiple campaigns, right? And if something goes wrong and they want to check out the campaign that performed good for them, then they're never able to figure it out. Now you will never be able to find out one single campaign out of those 100 campaigns. You get like, wow, smash your head, right? So please make a note of that.
So you're talking about naming convention, right?
Proper naming, okay?
Okay.
Again, I'll create campaign. So visits to my website. So again, these are objectives, correct? Facebook calls them objectives. Bing calls them goals. Okay.
Correct.
Again, when you're creating a conversion campaign, you take this one, right? But in this case, we will click visits to my website. Now, this is where you give your campaign name, and this is really important. A user-friendly name, you give the daily budget. You set up the countries, right? Correct?
Right.
You pretty much know this part. I don't need to stress this, right?
Yeah.
Again, so let's give it a name. Like, this is how you give the name of the campaign, right? So what you do.
Yeah.
So what you do is you simply offer name, okay? Offer name, country, okay, that you're targeting. I suggest putting dates as well, right? Like you can put dates from 2311, correct? 21018, right? Correct? In a code format. So you can pretty much make out I created this campaign on this date, right? Correct? And payout, right? So let's say this offer is paying $35, you put 35, right? Now, don't you think this would make your life easy?
Yeah.
You can just simply look from the dashboard. Now, when I look to your campaign in your dashboard, or when you look at if you remember which country you're running, that's good, right? But if there are like 20 campaigns, you won't be able to find which country you're running which campaign, right? Correct. But when you create campaigns in this way, even if you have like 20 campaigns, right? Correct. And if 5 campaigns are performing well, you can pretty much see from the dashboard and see, okay, I'm getting good traffic from this country just by looking at the dashboard, right? Correct.
Correct.
So again, this should be the format. I would advise you to copy this and put it in a notepad quickly.
Okay. Right. So I completed the name sheet, done, and so I've sent the mail also.
Okay, you've sent the mail as well, right?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So again,
I have given the access user account access code for the naming. What was it? You said
GoDaddy.
Name server.
Okay.
Name server. No, it is name sheet.
Name sheet. Cool.
For names.
Again, let's choose the country as United States. Now, there's one nice thing here I want to show you. Okay, so United States, search. Now there would be some offers, Rahul, which would require you to exclude countries in spite of including them, right? So there are
Okay.
some CPA offers that say, okay, these 5 countries are excluded, and the traffic is allowed from the whole world apart from these 5 countries. So when you run traffic to such kind of offers, let's say if US is excluded, you type US and you click this exclude tab. You see that?
Okay.
You got
Yeah.
the point, right? What I'm telling you, correct?
Got the point. Got the
So
point.
that way, like students get confused. Okay, how do we exclude like the whole world, right?
Yeah.
So again, people searching. So again, people in your targeted location. If we want people in United States, right? We don't
Correct.
want people to see your ads. We're searching about United States, right?
Correct.
So you always uncheck this box, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Based on your targeting, you may want to target pages that use these interface languages. Okay, now when it says pages, okay, understand this part. Bing has tie-ups and partnerships with thousands of websites and publishers on which they run your ads.
Okay.
Correct. So when you choose any of this, right, so Bing will only show your ad to such kind of pages, on such kind of pages. Are you getting the point, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
again, if I choose English, my ads will be shown only on English website pages or on the Bing ad network. Got the point,
Okay.
right?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
again, save and go to next step. So let's click this button. Now again, this is where you work hard. This is where you focus. This is where you analyze, and this is where you brainstorm. Correct? This is where you need to overcomplicate things.
Right.
Getting the point? Right?
Yes.
So first off, let's put, can you quickly copy that name from your notepad, the campaign name, and paste it here?
Should I copy
Yes,
this
yes, the same thing.
here? Right.
Ad group name, yep. Okay, cool. Now, understand this part. What is an ad group? Now, ad group, if you click this question mark, right? Correct.
Mm-hmm.
What it is, again, campaigns are made up of one or more ad groups. Each ad group can be based on a theme of the campaign, and it's a good idea to have your ad group's name reflect its theme. For example, if your campaign goal is to sell men's clothes, you might have ad groups such as dress shirts, coats, and jackets, and spring sale, right? An ad group name cannot contain scripts. So basically, again, if you're selling like clothes, right? Correct. So your clothes will
Mm-hmm.
contain men's clothes, women's clothes, right? So these would be different ad groups, men's clothes. So basically, when you go to a shopping mall, we have different departments, right? Correct, for
Correct.
everything. So consider those departments as ad groups. Easy,
Okay.
correct?
Got it.
So this is where you give the ad group name. In this case, we're just putting one campaign name. Now, important thing to note down here, correct? You can
Mm-hmm.
create multiple ad groups. Okay. Now, if
Okay.
I call this ad group 1, okay, I'll call this ad group 1. Okay.
And create multiple. Okay. Good.
And I'll copy this part. Scroll down. New ad group. Okay, it needs some keywords. I'll just type some keywords here. Work
Yeah.
from home, make money online. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Ad group 2. I'll just paste.
Okay.
Okay, work from home.
So change ad number 2 so that you
Yeah,
do.
ad number
Okay.
2. That's correct.
Yes.
Now, this is where you get your opportunity in Bing Ads. Okay. Now, each ad group has an option to enter keywords, and you can enter up to 999 keywords. Okay, that is almost like 1000 keywords, but I don't say 1000. so that a student can understand specifically. So each ad group can has at least 999 keywords in itself. Okay. Let's say if you want to add 5,000 keywords to your certain ad, okay, so what you do is you create 5 ad groups putting 1,000 keywords in each of them. Now understand this part. These are like basic common sense things I'm telling you that people are never able to figure out. When you're running ads on Bing Ads, what are you paying for? Can you tell me?
We are paying for
clicks. Right? We're paying for clicks,
yes.
right? Correct. We are not paying for keywords.
Absolutely.
But the keywords are responsible. Now, how does the Bing platform work, right? If you put a keyword here, let's say if I put the work from home keyword here, right? Correct. And if someone goes to bing.com and he types on work from home, and if I have that keyword in my ad is going to display to that person, to that visitor. Getting the point?
Correct.
And if my campaign does not have that keyword, I lose the opportunity for my ad to be displayed to that person, right?
Correct.
Correct. So what does this particular theory answer you? What solution this gives to you? Tell me.
The solution is like that. You have to be very careful, or you have to do a full length of your research so that you don't miss the opportunity.
So basically, the more keywords you have, the more chances of exposure. Simple, right? So if you're using just 100, 200, 300 keywords, your chances of exposure decrease, right?
Just a minute. Sorry to interrupt you, Shabir.
Sure.
Just a minute.
So what I was saying was, the more keywords you have, the more chances of your ad exposure increase, right?
Right.
Simple. And the less keywords you have, the less chances of your exposure, right? And
your outcome is that add as much as keywords you can so that you don't miss the opportunity.
Yeah, that's correct. And what I suggest is the average. What I suggest is you must have at least 5,000 keywords for each campaign. Correct. So you should do your due research. Okay. You can research on Bing. You can use the Bing keyword planner and get as many keywords possible. And go to the Google keyword planner, research as many keywords from Google as well. And you can copy those keywords and put them on Bing ads, because Bing does not have as much keywords as Google has. So there's no harm, right? Correct. So the more keywords, the better exposure. Simple formula. The more keywords, the better exposure.
Interesting. I never heard about it. I heard that, minimize your keyword. Don't
Okay, so we're going to come to that part, right? Correct. When we are running a campaign for the first time, correct, we have to find out what particular keywords are bringing in traffic, right? And we have Click Magic, correct? Now, when we run ads towards 5,000 keywords, and you're going to learn proper keyword token tracking, correct? So when you start getting clicks, you would be able to find out which keywords are bringing in clicks. And you would be able to find out which keywords are bringing in conversions. So when you're bidding with 5,000 keywords, let's say you've understood what is broad, what is phrase, what is exact, right? Correct. So when you start bidding on your keywords, right? So when you look into Click Magic, you see, okay, so and so keywords are bringing in clicks. Then you start reducing those keywords from within your campaign. Let's say you
one I'm totally, Shabir. Let me say that. So I understand broad match this, but when you're talking about tokens and all those kinds of configuration and all that, so that will extract the keyword, on that part I'm not that good. So I really need to concentrate on that part.
And that's where we win, right? Correct. And that's why we have Click Magic. And I like to teach things from the practical perspective. Right. That's why I don't I ask my students to simply jump in the water. Right. That's why we have Click Magic open. Right.
Correct.
Now, this is where you understand the basic theory, right? Correct. Now,
Yes.
let's type in. So usually what you do is, if I type in work from home, correct? Or maybe let's say we are bidding on email marketing, right? Correct. Email building or list building. Okay, I'll just type list building here. List building, correct? Hit enter, and this will give me all the details of the list building. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add these keywords like this. Okay, I'll just select all, add to ad group, add to these ad groups. I'll add this to this ad group. Okay,
I've never used all these options,
add.
though I've created it.
Yep.
But I've not.
Again, creating a mailing list, so plus 15 keywords, correct? I'll click this, like add to ad groups. I'll add this to this one. Click add, okay. Building list, game.
So you keep adding it, and that's getting scrolled. Another
yes,
group
that's getting into that group. Add group 1. Okay, you see on the left.
Yeah.
Correct. It's getting added here.
Yeah. No, I'm talking about the right hand side, the opposite one. So that is getting removed. So because all the keywords have been moved to this part.
Yes. These things are that's it's simply removing all those particular keywords that we're adding. Okay.
Okay.
Building email list. So we're adding everything that relates to building email list, right?
Right.
Add groups. List buildings. Again, I need you to quickly add all of these, okay? Add it.
Okay.
Just click plus 38, follow it. Plus 38. Click that, hyperlink. Select all. Add to ad group. Yep. Okay, cool. Wait. You don't need to add these keywords, okay? Just a learning point here. List famous buildings list. Now this is like not relevant to our stuff, right? So we will not add this, okay? Correct. Should always pay attention to keywords as well. Now scroll down. Free list building software. Yep, this matches, right? Plus 6 keyword.
Yes. Internet marketing, list building.
Yeah, this is worth it. Yep.
हमारे में कहावत है कि गुरु के बिना ज्ञान नहीं आता है तो बहुत लेट से आता है जब समय निकल जाता है. So that is really
that's the truth.
That's this. और आज गुरु पूर्णिमा है. So that's
okay. Great. Happy Guru Purnima.
Yeah. I should say to you, and thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I think we are done.
So now what we're going to do is, you see, I put list building here. Okay. Now what I'll do is, so I'll just copy
we have around
this. Okay.
217. How many keywords we have added?
Okay, no, this is like 217 keywords. No, I don't know. It does not give you a number, but I'll tell you how to tackle that part. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll add group 1 on this type list building. Okay. Correct. So that we know that these particular keywords came up by list building. Now what I'll do is I'll just copy this. I'll just remove this and we'll type legitimate work from home. Okay, now just to let you know, I don't have anything written here. I'm just typing from my head. Okay, so you don't have to overcomplicate things. As long as you're typing something that is relevant to that landing page, correct, that offer, all good, right? Correct. Now again, please stay away from this keyword, that is jobs. Now you see it has like too many
though
searches,
it has,
right? Correct.
yeah.
But it's not. It will take a lot of your advertising budget, because that's too many searches, right? Correct, and won't be like that good, right? Because I
And
personally spent like
yeah, and I think this is a restriction in that you cannot promote in a job site or something like in the campaign also it was written.
Yes, it did say that don't promote this as a job related offer. Okay, correct.
Yeah.
So again, I said this to you in one liner, that stay away from this word job. Now I want to tell you, I spent almost like $150. Okay, I lost $150, and then I came to know about that. That $150 was you spent blank on the word jobs, and I didn't get a single conversion. So I learned this thing after spending $150, right?
Yeah.
Again, and I was actually tracking everything, keyword tracking, so that I came to know that this particular keyword is eating all my budget. Correct?
That's the main thing.
That's the main thing, right? Correct. It does not matter how many keywords we're bidding. So I'll just select all, but I'll remove it. Okay. Job.
Yeah.
Jobs. Okay. I'll just remove money as well. Okay. Correct. And yep. All looks good. Single keyword like money, right, is not worth it, right? We have to be person must type something more, right? Correct.
Right. It has to be specific.
Now I'll put this in ad group 2. Okay, correct. Now I need you to quickly start adding all these keywords to ad group 2. Click 23, select add group, go to add groups, offer 2. Okay.
Right.
And no, please quickly do that.
Sorry, Shabir, I didn't get.
Okay, just click these hyperlinks. Okay.
Okay.
And we simply add to the second ad group. Okay. You just need to add this to the second ad group. Not same thing with just with the second ad group.
Right. So this one is also, looks okay. Legitimate work from home. These are exact matches. Okay. Yeah. Best home this, best homework, best home job. Part-time. Oh, it's at 3.
When you would be doing this on a more practical basis, you would be actually creating 5 ad groups with 1,000 keywords each, or 999 keywords in each ad group. Correct.
So you want me to start with 5,000 keywords? Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And then slowly you will optimize them based on the click magic report.
We don't have to optimize them manually, right? When we start sending traffic and we have click magic there, right? Correct.
Yeah.
Click magic will tell us everything. Correct. You're going to enjoy these things. Okay. When we have tools, correct, and when we have tools telling us everything, right? Correct.
Right.
So you enjoy these things, right? But the important part here is people don't know how to connect these tools together so that they can actually communicate with each other. Correct. Because people like how to connect click magic with Bing, how to track the token. That technical part is something that people are never able to discover.
Yes. And once you master that, then you are good to go.
Yep.
And if you are confused, then you are bound to lose money. Legitimate work employment.
So understand, these things are all what you're doing right now. These are all secondary. Okay. So the
Yes.
reason I'm making you do this is because so that you can learn, correct, and you can do
Right.
this on your own later on. You don't get confused, right? Correct.
Correct. Correct. So what you're making me is that confusion free of using the options of Bing, so that you don't get stuck or you think too much on that particular part, or if you're lost how to do and all those kinds of things.
Yep,
You already been doing it.
that's correct. Because I've been coaching since like a long time, correct.
Yeah.
I've gone through all the kind of these kind of issues, okay, and experiences where students had so and so issues, right? Correct. And I'm an ever improving person, okay. So
Correct.
whenever I get into such kind of stuff, I find a solution for that, right? Correct.
Right.
And the
Right.
only solution was make the students do that, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
now we come to the add part. I just click the next button, okay, and we are on the add part now. Here is where we create ads, okay. Now
Okay.
we are going to understand the ad campaign part now.